Good morning, students. So today we are going to start the next chapter, chapter number 6, the 100 braces, part second. Part first already we have learned. Now this is part second, and the characters are same. Venda Petronsky, Peggy, Maddie, and Miss Mason, the class teacher. In the last module, the last chapter, we have learnt about the teasing of Venda Petronsky by the girls, American girls, by her name, her dresses, or other things. So that is why, and in the last we have seen the contest, design, it means drawing and the coloring contest that was owned by Venda Petronsky, but she was absent in the school for some days. So that is why they could not congratulate her, it means directly. So both of them, Peggy and Maddie, now impressed by the talent of this girl. The way Venda Petronsky had drawn the designs or the colors, everything that was outstanding, beautiful. So that is why that they were impressed. So the next part starts with Miss Mason reads Venda's father's letter. Now, when the lesson starts, that time the class was circling the room that time, right? So at the same time, what happened? A mentor, the monitor from the principal's office, that he brought a notice. It means he came with a notice in his hand, the monitor. And he handed over the letter to Miss Mason. That was by the name of Miss Mason, the class teacher. When the class teacher opened the letter, that time she found that the letter was written by Venda Petronsky's father to the class teacher. That letter. When she opened it, that time twice, thrice that she read the letter, looked here and there, thoughtful, serious, and finally that she clapped her hands and she said to the children, what did she say? That Venda Petronsky's father, that he had written a letter, right, to me, it means to Miss Mason. It means there is a letter from Venda Petronsky's father. So everybody go back to your seat. I want to read this letter before the class. Class teacher announced, said. So in this way, all the students that they went back to their seats, they sat. Class teacher, she got ready to read the letter. She adjusted her glasses. Again and again that she was looking at the content of the letter. The classroom was, there was a deep silence. The classroom was almost silent. Right? The class teacher got ready to read. Students that they were also sat on the seat. They took the seats and wrote Venda, and for example, it was written. What was written there in that letter? Teacher started reading the letter now. The letter was from Venda's father to Miss Mason, the class teacher. After some time, adjusting glasses, when there was a deep silence, class was quiet, everyone was serious, wanted to listen the letter, the content, everything. So the teacher started reading the letter. It was written there clearly, dear teacher, my Venda will not come to school anymore. In that letter, the father had written, my Venda and Jake means her brother, Venda Petronsky's brother, both will not come to school anymore. And we are moving to a big city, father wrote. And in that big city, there would be no more silly jokes and funny names. What the father had written only 3-4 lines, that my daughter and my son won't come to the school anymore. We are moving away to a big city, and in that city, it means there would be no silly jokes in the schools or the surroundings, or no funny names. Only that much was the content. Now the teacher understood the meaning. Miss Mason. Still that she was unaware about the class, what was going on. Now the teacher became aware. So what was the reaction then? There was a deep silence in the classroom fell. Right? Everybody was quiet, everyone. Seriousness was there. And Miss Mason understood each and everything. She was not looking happy, upset, but she did not punish the students. She looked upset, and she said only that she told the children or the students, I hope that, for example, what did she say? I am sure that none of the boys and the girls of room number 13, that they would purposely or deliberately, they would make the fun of anybody's name, or they would have hurt the feelings of anyone else. That she hoped in this way. Who? The class teacher. It means she was upset by her name, because her name was happened to be along, or all these things. The class teacher said in this way. But now, and she said, to think that what was said, that was said, it means no matter at all now. Whatever happened, because of the loud name, that we could not tease a person. That's what had happened, that was bad, the class teacher said to the students, to the class. And she also asked them to think about this matter. She did not say anything, only she told the children, because she was upset now. She had not been expecting such type of the behavior from the students. But now when she came to know this type of the behavior, so that is why she was distressed, disappointed, and she said to the class, think about this matter, about your behavior. It should not happen again. Right? So this is about the teacher's reaction. Now the Maddie's reaction. Even in the first period on that day, Maddie could not keep her concentration there, because she was disturbed now. Whatever the content written by her father in that lecture, so she could not put her mind in the first period also. Who? Maddie. And we know that Maddie, that she was an emotional girl. Right? So being an emotional girl, that she felt sorry, whatever had happened. So it was true that, and she thought, she started thinking, it was true that she had never enjoyed the teasing when Peggy, that she used to tease Wenda Petronsky, that time Maddie, she had never enjoyed. It was true. But one more thing, but this was also true that she had said nothing. Only she kept quiet. Right? She remained still. She had said nothing. That was also true. One side, she had not participated in the teasing. That was okay. But another side, her fault, that was she had said nothing to Peggy. At least she would have asked Peggy that to stop teasing Wenda Petronsky. But she had not done this. So that is why that she felt sorry. It means she was also a culprit. Who? Maddie. Because she remained quiet. She did not raise her voice against the injustice which was taking place. So that is why she had said nothing. Only she stood silently playing with the marbles in her hands. Right? And that was bad. And this time she felt that whatever had happened, that was really bad. Who felt? Maddie felt. And she thought that really I am a coward. Coward means lack of courage. Coward. right? And I told you already that this character Maddie, that she had no courage at all. When she started writing a note to Peggy in the first part, we have seen she stopped writing, she paused, shuddered due to the fear of the consequences being the next target, and it means we could say that this Maddie, this character was a coward. It means lack of courage, fearful character. So, and Peggy never thought that they were mean. But here this character Peggy, almost we could say that rude character, no emotions, nothing. So that is why she had never thought that they would be doing something mean or the insulting act. Right? So last point, that is Maddie's decision. But now in this way Maddie, that she had started feeling sorry for the acts or whatever she had done, right? So at last she took the decision, Maddie took the decision, and also she wondered if she could have done something or the wish to tell Wanda Petronsky. She wanted to say something to Wanda Petronsky that they were not mean to who insult her. When they were teasing to Wanda Petronsky, it hadn't meant that to insult Wanda Petronsky. She wanted to confess, who Maddie wanted to confess to Wanda Petronsky, and she would and she decided that now, it means from now onwards, I would definitely raise my voice against the injustice. It doesn't matter if the time would come to lose the friendship with Peggy. It doesn't matter. Now I would not keep quiet or still. I would raise my voice. And one more decision that they took, Peggy and Maddie, that they decided to find out the house of Wanda Petronsky, which was located at Bogins Heights, and to tell her, to inform her that she had won the contest, right? So in this way, this is what the starting of the part number 2, right? So the rest of the points that we will continue in the next module. Thank you.